Welcome to Leader Lifestyle Hub. As we have set the target of completing 200 book summaries in the entire year, here we comes on the book number 103, and the name of the book that we have today is Smartcuts, written by Shane Snow. Before going further, let us see who is this Shane Snow. Shane Snow is an science and business journalist and the co-founder of the Contently, one of the Inc.'s fastest growing companies and cranes and ad ages best place to work in America. His writing has appeared in the New Yorker, Wired, the Washington Post, Fast Company, Time and GQ. So he is an influencer, a business journalist and science and business journalist. So whose is the target audience for this book is the 21-year-old with a slightly older, successful friend whose brain she can pick at any time. Second target audience is the 27-year gamer who plays games and who completely ignores Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is a game where it's filled with augmented reality, AR, as well as the current version of Pokemon Go is like we call it like many people used to play that game. I'm not sure, PUBG, something PUBG. They used to play the games.
Candy Crush.
Yeah, Candy Crush is different. This is a augmented reality, which means like you and others also can talk each other and you will play together for achieving some targets. So that is all about gaming persons. Those who ignore this, for that this book is a helpful guide, and anyone who is never attempted a 10x improvement, for those people this book will be a helpful guide. Let us see the small synopsis. Smartcuts explains how some people and businesses achieve rapid growth and build sustainable, profitable companies in the time it takes you to get another promotion by working smart, not hard, and hacking into the ladder of success instead of climbing it one step at a time. I like this statement. Hacking into the ladder of the success instead of climbing it one step at a time. Let us see the quote, powerful quote said by the author, Shane Snow. Genius has less to do with the size of your mind than how open it is. Genius has less to do with the size of your mind than how open it is. So genius always focus on how open mind you are. Smartcuts sounds like a full book of quick hacks. There are 3 parts of this book. Yesterday I have gone through the contents, but it's actually a book full of solid strategies. I like that. It's a book that will surprise you. This draws on lessons I have seen in many other business books, but combines them in a new and useful way. And it's a book that is both useful to the individual as well as to the companies. Wouldn't you love to skip the first 10 years of a consulting career and start right at the partner level? Or have your YouTube channel explode to 5 lakh subscribers in just 2 years instead of 10 subscribers? That's exactly what Smartcuts is all about. And before you think this sounds like shortcut, and shortcuts sounds sketchy, keep in mind that this is not a book about time management hacks and quick fixes. This is not like get rich quick. It will give you hacks which you implement, and even on the time you will get the results. It's a book about strategies which functions like shortcuts. None of the stuff in this book describes is an easy to implement tactic. They are the strategies and these take time. But if you follow Shane Snow's guidance, you will end up where you want to go a lot faster. Let us see the top 3 lessons. Here are the top 3 lessons that to help you work smarter instead of working harder. First powerful lesson is get a mentor but make it someone you know very well. Get a mentor, but make it someone you know very well. Second powerful lesson is try to time your efforts right so you can build upon the momentum from landing a hit. Try to time your efforts right so you can build upon the momentum from landing a hit. Let us see the top 3 lesson. Third lesson, go for 10x improvements instead of incremental changes. So go for 10x improvements instead of incremental changes. Ready to cut the learning curve? Let's hack the career ladder. Let us see lesson number 1. Find a mentor, but make sure it's a friend. If you haven't stumbled across him on YouTube yet, I'd be surprised. Ty Lopez, probably the loudest voice telling you to get a mentor on the internet. Let us see who is this Ty Lopez. Ty Lopez is this Ty Lopez is an investor, partner, consultant, or advisor to over 20 multi-million dollar businesses. So if you have time, just note down this person and just check it out what he does. This book agrees making an often cited argument. All professional athletes have coaches. Even in the cricket, even in the badminton, even in the any sports game, have coaches. All professional musicians have their teachers. And all professional businessmen or businesswomen should have a mentor. So if you want to become a master in any field, there is a must requirement to have a mentor. However, there is a caveat, and it's an interesting one. Your mentor should be an informal relationship, not a formal one. So your mentor should be an informal relationship, not a formal one. There is a plenty of paid mentorship programs today in the world. But according to a study written by Christina Underhill, informal mentorship yields better results than formal mentorship. Simply because mentors are more invested in helping their mentees through struggling times when they feel personally connected to them. Let me repeat this powerful statement. Mentors are more invested in helping their mentees through struggling times when they feel personally connected to them. Paying someone to tell you what to do can help some of the time, but when a true friend commits to helping you get up to your level, that is the kind of mentorship that will show you the biggest results. I want to repeat this. Paying someone to tell you what to do. Suppose you are paying someone to tell you what you want to do, can help for some of the time. But when a true friend commits to helping you get up to your upper level, that is the kind of mentorship that will show you the biggest results. Let us take an example. When a London hospital team reached out Ferrari's Formula 1 F1 pit stop team for help with the transferring patients from operating to the ward, they eventually ended up building close-knit relationships which led to a long-term cooperation. The error rate in the hospital decreased by 66% over the years, and Ferrari even became their sponsor. Means Ferrari and London hospital team worked together for transferring patients from operating to the ward. Why? Because Ferrari focused on in fastest traveling. So that is the reason they ended up with a close-knit relationship and long-term cooperation. So here, I guess pit stop team has their coach or mentor, or you can consider them as anything, but they've worked as a close relationship, which is informal relationship, not a formal one. So that is the reason the error rate in the hospital decreased by 66%. And the Ferrari became the sponsor. Means if someone is becoming a sponsor, unless until they are close to them, they will not become that. So find a mentor, but make sure it is a friend. Let us see the lesson number 2. Try to have good timing with your efforts so you can build on the momentum from landing a hit. The best way to grow any successful venture is to double down on what is already working. But what if you haven't found anything that works yet? This is where timing comes in. You can never know which of your ideas turn out to be brilliant and which ones no one will care about. This is a powerful statement which hit me hard. You can never know which of your ideas turn out to be brilliant and which ones no one will care about. But you can at least try to have good timing. Let us take another example. Michelle Fan has one of the most popular YouTube channels about makeup and fashion around. Let us see who is Michelle Fan also. Sorry, Michelle Fan. Michelle Fan is an American beauty YouTuber. She is the founder and owner of the multi-million-dollar cosmetics like EM Cosmetics. She is the American beauty YouTuber. So let us come back here. So she had made videos since 2007, but had her first big springboard hit in early 2010. Lady Gaga's Bad Romance video had come out around a month earlier, and Michelle explained how to do one of the Gaga's creepy makeups, and the video exploded to 30 million views. Now she had a stepping stone to work from, which she instantly used to make more videos recreating popular makeup styles like from Catwoman, Tim Burton movies, or Disney princesses. So initially she started only about beauty and fashion. Now she's recreating all the popular makeup styles. Once you find something that works, you do it again. But until you do, try to strike the right nerve at the right time. Let me repeat this powerful statement. Once you find something that works, do it again and again. But until you do it, try to strike the right nerve at the right time. So try to have good timing with your efforts, so you can build on the momentum from landing a hit. Let us see the lesson number 3. Shoot for 10x improvements instead of incremental updates to the status quo. Astro Teller works at Google X. He's in charge of their Moonshots program. Why Moonshots? Because every project they tackle feels like trying to put a man on the moon in 1960s. It's a long shot, but if it works, it will be a phenomenal change. Astro Teller says that it's often easier to try and make something that's 10 times better than just improving the current solution by 10%. This is similar to what Grant Cardone talks about in the 10x rule. There is a book called the 10x rule. When you are trying to revolutionize the status quo, going for 10x will break your limited thinking. So it forces you to throw out everything you know and start from scratch. People are usually very open to crazy and visionary ideas and things that force them to use their imagination. Jim Collins described this in Great by Choice. Big risks come with the big rewards. So instead of entering the race for cheaper, faster, and smaller, throw out the rule book and come up with something new altogether. So let me repeat this. Jim Collins, also this book written by Great by Choice, Jim Collins, he explains about big risk comes with the big rewards. If you are expecting the big rewards, then you need to take about the big risks. So instead of entering the race of cheaper, faster, and smaller, throw out the rule book and come up with something new altogether. So these are the top 3 lessons that we can take, and there are a lot more to learn from this book. I want to repeat 3 lessons here. Get a mentor, but make sure it is a friend, and take some good time to show up your efforts. Try to time your efforts right time, so you can build upon the momentum from landing a hit. Third powerful lesson is go for 10x improvements instead of incremental changes. Let me showcase the contents of this book. I would like to showcase the 3 parts of this book. Okay, let me go for a look inside. This is the book, one of the most entertaining and thought-provoking books of the year, said by Adam Grant. Let us see the contents here. There are 3 stages, as I told you. First part is shorten, second part is leverage, and the third part is soar. Shorten means like hacking the ladder, training with the masters, that is called having a mentor, rapid feedback to improve yourself. Whereas the leverage, the platforms, the laziest programmer, and waves. There is a law called Moore's law. It was explained about Moore's law, and super connectors, where it was saying about space, wars, and storytellers. And the third powerful part of this book is soar, which helps us to go for 10x momentum, simplicity, and 10x thinking. These are the 3 parts that you can include in your life as well: shorten, leverage, and soar. These 3 parts, if you include, you will get the smart cut in your life, which also gives you into the path of genius. Thank you so much. See you in another books tomorrow. Until then, stay connected.